When most people picture trucking greatness, they imagine massive Peterbilts roaring down endless American highways, chrome gleaming under the desert sun. But across the Atlantic, something extraordinary has been happening. Europe has quietly built trucks that not only rival America's mechanical legends, but outperform them in power, efficiency, and intelligence. These aren't pickup trucks or commercial vans. These are the big rigs that redefine what trucking means. So let's hit the road and explore 10 European trucks that beat America at its own game. Number 1. Scania S730, the king of the European road. If you had to name one truck that perfectly symbolizes European engineering dominance, it would be the Scania S730. Built in Södertälje, Sweden, this colossal machine isn't just strong, it's a masterclass in mechanical refinement and driver comfort. At the heart of the S730 lies a 16.4-liter V8 engine, producing a thunderous 730 horsepower and 3,500 Newton of torque. That kind of power easily matches, and in many cases surpasses, the biggest American rigs on the road, yet it does it more efficiently, thanks to Scania's advanced fuel management system and world-class aerodynamics. While most American trucks rely on massive displacement and raw muscle, Scania's genius lies in smart power delivery. Its OptiCruise automated gearbox reads terrain and load conditions, shifting gears at the exact moment for maximum torque and minimal fuel burn. It's like having a built-in co-driver who never makes a mistake. Then there's the cabin, the most luxurious in Europe. Step inside and you're greeted by a flat floor, high ceiling, swivel seats, and premium materials. The S730's cabin insulation is so effective that even at 90 km/h, it's whisper quiet. Drivers who spend weeks away from home call it the rolling apartment. There's a fridge, climate control, infotainment screens, and beds more comfortable than some hotels. Even the exterior design is pure efficiency. Every curve sculpted to cut through wind, saving fuel mile after mile. In short, the Scania S730 doesn't just beat American trucks in power. It does so while sipping less fuel, keeping the driver more comfortable, and lasting longer with less maintenance. It's not just a truck. It's proof that Europe doesn't follow America's rules anymore. It writes its own. Number 2. Volvo FH16 750, the muscle with a brain. If Scania is the king, then the Volvo FH16 750 is its brilliant, unstoppable rival. This truck is the perfect example of Scandinavian balance. Enormous strength paired with elegant precision. It's not just about horsepower, it's about how intelligently that power is used. Under the hood, the FH16 750 carries a 16.1-liter inline-six diesel engine, delivering a staggering 750 horsepower and 3,550 Nm of torque. That's one of the most powerful production truck engines in the world, capable of hauling 325,000 pounds of load across some of the steepest terrain on Earth. But raw power is only the beginning. What sets the FH16 apart from most American rigs is its smart drivetrain and predictive technology. Volvo's I-Shift transmission automatically analyzes the route, topography, and load weight, pre-selecting gears before you even hit a hill. This results in flawless shifts, smoother acceleration, and significantly better fuel economy, something even top-end American trucks struggle to match. Then there's safety, an area where Volvo stands miles ahead. The FH16 750 features adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and collision avoidance systems. It can even automatically brake if a pedestrian or obstacle is detected in front of it. These aren't add-ons, they're standard. In contrast, many American trucks still rely on human reaction times alone. The driver experience? Utterly Scandinavian. The cab feels like a luxury suite, ergonomic controls, climate zones, a panoramic view, and a suspension system that makes long drives almost relaxing. Every surface feels premium, every control is within reach, and every detail has been designed to make life on the road less tiring. When it comes to performance, efficiency, and intelligence, the Volvo FH16 750 doesn't just compete with American rigs, it outclasses them. It proves that true trucking power isn't just measured in horsepower, it's measured in how perfectly that power is used. Number 3. Mercedes-Benz Actros L. The future in motion. If Mercedes-Benz can make luxury sedans glide down the autobahn like magic, imagine what happens when they build a long-haul truck. The result is the Mercedes-Benz Actros L, a machine that merges comfort, technology, and performance so seamlessly that it feels almost alive. The Actros L's engine lineup goes up to 625 horsepower, but the real power lies in its brains. This truck is smarter than most cars. For starters, it replaces mirrors with digital mirror cams, aerodynamic cameras that feed high-definition visuals to screens inside the cab. The result? No blind spots, reduced drag, and a stunning futuristic look. It's a small innovation that has completely redefined truck aerodynamics. Then comes the Active Drive Assist 2 system, semi-autonomous driving for the highway. The truck can accelerate, brake, and even steer itself within lanes, taking stress off the driver during long hauls. Add Mercedes' legendary predictive powertrain control, which uses GPS data to automatically manage gear shifts and engine braking, and you've got a truck that thinks for itself. Inside, it's like stepping into a rolling Mercedes E-Class. The cabin has soft LED ambient lighting, wide twin-screen digital displays, and ergonomic leather seating. The cab is insulated like a luxury limo. Even at full throttle, it's eerily silent. Fuel efficiency? Unmatched. The aerodynamic design and smart shifting system make it up to 10% more efficient than comparable US rigs. It even adapts automatically to uphill and downhill roads, reducing unnecessary fuel waste. While American trucks focus on old-school power, the Actros L shows what happens when innovation becomes the driving force. It's the truck that looks at the future and brings it to the present. If the American trucking dream is about strength, the Actros represents Europe's dream, intelligence in motion. Number 4. MAN TGX 18.640. The power of precision. Germany is home to some of the world's most precise machines, and the MAN TGX 18.640 proves that the same philosophy that built BMW and Porsche also runs through the heart of MAN trucks. At first glance, the TGX doesn't look flashy, but behind that modest exterior hides a monster. Its 15.2-liter D38 engine delivers 640 horsepower and an earth-moving 3,000 demi-PS of torque. This kind of power lets it handle Europe's toughest terrains, from the snowy Alps to the steep Pyrenees, while maintaining incredible fuel efficiency. But it's not just raw muscle. MAN engineers designed this truck around driver well-being and mechanical balance. Its Tipmatic 12-speed transmission works hand-in-hand with predictive cruise control, adjusting shifts in advance based on road grade and curvature. That means the TGX doesn't waste a drop of diesel. Inside, it's all about the driver. The cabin feels like a perfectly designed workspace, quiet, ergonomic, and deeply comfortable. Every switch, screen, and control sits exactly where your hands expect them to be. The flat floor and tall roof make long-haul life easier, and the soundproofing is top class. You could be idling next to a highway and still take a phone call in peace. The new TGX generation, which won Truck of the Year 2021, even comes with MAN's Smart Select infotainment system, a rotating control interface inspired by luxury German cars. It's simple, elegant, and intuitive. But perhaps what makes the TGX so special is its reputation for reliability. Many operators report these trucks lasting over 1.5 million kilometers with minimal issues. That's not luck, that's German precision engineering. The MAN TGX 18.640 is living proof that a truck doesn't have to shout to be powerful. It wins not through noise or size, but through efficiency, refinement, and pure mechanical grace. A quiet beast that outsmarts the loudest American giants. Number 5. Renault T High 520. The French game changer. When people think of French vehicles, they imagine style, comfort, and flair. But the Renault T High 520 adds something else to that list: muscle. It's the truck that surprised everyone, proving that France could go head-to-head with America's trucking giants and win. Powered by a 13-liter DXi engine producing 520 horsepower and 2,550 Nm of torque, the T High isn't just powerful, it's refined. The engine delivers its strength smoothly, paired with Renault's OptiDrive transmission, which optimizes every shift for fuel savings and performance. Where American rigs pride themselves on brute force, the T High focuses on smart aerodynamics and economy. Its cab design, sculpted in a wind tunnel, reduces drag dramatically, giving it up to 8% better mileage than many American long haulers. Step inside, and the French craftsmanship takes over. The flat floor lets drivers walk comfortably inside the cab, a feature many US trucks lack. The interior is surprisingly luxurious. Dual armrests, adjustable seats, LED ambient lighting, and even a built-in refrigerator. It's clear that Renault designed this cab for life on the road, not just driving. The T High also brings tech to the table. Its fleet telematics system syncs with mobile devices to monitor routes, fuel usage, and performance data in real time. This kind of connected intelligence allows fleet managers to optimize logistics far better than traditional American trucking systems. And then there's comfort. Renault engineers designed the suspension and steering for smoothness, making it one of the easiest long-haul trucks to drive for extended hours. Even after 12 hours on the road, drivers step out feeling fresh, something unheard of in older vibration-heavy US cabs. The Renault T High 520 doesn't roar to prove its strength. It whispers with confidence. It's a reminder that Europe doesn't compete through size or sound. It competes through innovation, efficiency, and comfort. And in that race, France just might have built one of the most underrated winners in the world of trucking. Number 6. DF XF530 Super Space Cab. The Dutch legend. From the flat, windswept farmlands of the Netherlands comes a truck that redefines endurance and comfort, the DF XF530 Super Space Cab. For decades, DAF has been quietly building some of the most reliable trucks in Europe. But with the XF530, they didn't just build reliable, they built extraordinary. Powered by a 12.9-liter PACCAR MX-13 engine, this Dutch powerhouse delivers 530 horsepower and a mighty 2,600 Nm of torque. On paper, that's impressive. But the XF530 isn't just about power, it's about what DAF calls driver-first engineering. Every single element of this truck is designed around the person behind the wheel. Step inside the Super Space Cab and you'll immediately understand why drivers call it the best cab in Europe. It's the largest, tallest, and most spacious in its class. There's over 2.3 meters of standing height, a full-size bed, massive storage compartments, a refrigerator, and even a dining setup. Many long-haul drivers spend weeks living inside this cab, and DAF built it to feel like home. But comfort is only half the story. On the road, the XF530 shines with precision and smoothness. The Traxxon 12-speed automated gearbox shifts like silk, while the predictive cruise control system reads the terrain ahead, ensuring the engine always runs at its most efficient range. This technology, paired with DF's aerodynamic design, makes it one of the most fuel-efficient trucks ever built, often achieving up to 10% better mileage than comparable American big rigs. Durability is another DF trademark. The XF series is renowned for engines that last over 1 million kilometers without major overhauls. That's European engineering discipline at its finest. The DAF XF530 proves that trucking doesn't need to be a test of endurance. It can be an experience of comfort, precision, and serenity. It's not the loudest truck on the highway, but make no mistake, it's one of the greatest. Number 7. Iveco S-Way 570. The Italian innovator. Italy is known for design, passion, and performance, and the Iveco S-Way 570 captures all three in a single truck. This isn't just another European hauler. It's a rolling example of how style and sustainability can coexist in the trucking world. Under the hood lies a 13-liter Cursor 13 diesel engine that churns out 570 horsepower and 2,500 Nm of torque. That's enough power to haul continental freight with ease. But it's not brute force that makes the S-Way special. It's its efficiency and environmental vision. The aerodynamic design is a work of art. Every curve, vent and angle was shaped in a wind tunnel to reduce drag by up to 12%, saving thousands of liters of diesel each year. Even the side mirrors are sculpted for airflow optimization. Compared to traditional American rigs, the S-Way cuts through wind like a sports car. Inside, it's a blend of Italian elegance and futuristic tech. The cabin is one of the quietest in the world, with leather upholstery, adjustable LED lighting, and an intuitive digital dashboard. Everything from the steering wheel to the control panels is ergonomically designed to reduce fatigue. The cab feels more like a luxury studio than a work vehicle. But what truly sets Iveco apart is its commitment to alternative fuels. The S-Way comes in CNG and LNG natural gas variants that can travel up to 1,600 kilometers on a single fill, producing almost zero CO2 emissions. That's a level of sustainability American diesel trucks are still struggling to reach. Connectivity is another winning feature. The S-Way is fully integrated with Iveco's real-time telematics system, allowing remote diagnostics, route optimization, and predictive maintenance, ensuring maximum uptime and minimal breakdowns. The Iveco S-Way 570 proves that trucking can be beautiful, powerful, and environmentally responsible all at once. It's the Italian answer to an industry long dominated by brute force, and it delivers that answer with elegance and innovation. Number 8. Scania R650 XT, the off-road champion. Some trucks are born for highways. The Scania R650 XT was built for everything else. This is the truck you call when the road disappears, when there's mud, rock, or ice ahead, and quitting isn't an option. The R650 XT is a 6x6 heavy-duty off-road variant of Scania's iconic R series. It runs a 650 horsepower V8 engine, delivering 3,300 Nm of torque, paired with an advanced all-wheel drive system that can claw its way through terrain where even heavy machinery gets stuck. From construction sites to forestry operations, this truck thrives where American rigs fear to tread. The frame is reinforced with high-strength steel. The suspension is built to absorb bone-shaking impacts, and the raised air intakes allow it to ford through deep water without hesitation. It's not just a truck, it's a mechanical survivalist. Scania also gave it intelligence. The XT series includes terrain response modes that automatically adjust power distribution, traction, and braking to match conditions. Its hill hold and descent control systems make navigating steep, muddy slopes surprisingly easy. Inside, the driver isn't treated like a soldier in battle, more like a pilot in command. The R650 XT's cab features ergonomic seating, vibration control, and Scania's high-resolution digital displays. The soundproofing is so good that even during off-road operations, the interior remains calm and quiet. Scania's engineers knew that off-road trucking isn't just about strength, it's about endurance and control. The R650 XT gives operators both a truck that feels unstoppable but refined at the same time. When American haulers face rugged conditions, they often turn to separate off-road equipment. Europe, however, built a truck that can do both: highway speeds on Friday and mountain hauling on Monday. That's the Scania R650 XT, the definition of European muscle, unleashed. Number 9. Volvo FMX, the construction titan. If there's one truck that embodies versatility and toughness, it's the Volvo FMX. Designed for the toughest industries, mining, logging, and heavy construction, this Swedish-built titan combines brute strength with next-level safety and control. The FMX is powered by Volvo's legendary D13K engine, delivering up to 540 horsepower and 2,600 Nm of torque. But what really makes it stand out isn't just the power, it's the control. Volvo's dynamic steering system VDS allows the driver to steer a 40-ton truck with just one finger. It uses electronic assistance to stabilize the truck over bumps and ruts, reducing steering effort by nearly 85%. For drivers, that means far less fatigue and far more precision. In construction sites where accuracy and confidence mean everything, this is a game changer. The FMX also leads in safety, another area where Europe has overtaken America. It comes standard with rollover protection, collision warning, automatic braking, and fatigue detection. The reinforced cab can survive impacts that would destroy most trucks, and the suspension is designed to protect both the load and the driver on uneven ground. Then there's durability. The FMX's chassis is built from high-tensile steel and features a front towing bracket rated for 32 tons, strong enough to pull other trucks out of mud or snow. Inside, Volvo didn't forget comfort. The cab is surprisingly refined. Air suspension seats, climate control, and noise isolation create an environment where operators can work 10-12 hours without strain. Whether it's hauling gravel in a quarry or logs in the mountains, the Volvo FMX is an unshakable presence. It's the truck that doesn't flinch, doesn't complain, and doesn't quit. Europe built it not to compete with America's road haulers, but to conquer the environments they avoid. And in that mission, it succeeds effortlessly. Number 10. Mercedes-Benz Arocs 4163, the heavy haul hero. When the job calls for moving the impossible, the Mercedes-Benz Arocs 4163 answers. This isn't just a truck, it's a force of nature, engineered to pull, climb, and conquer loads that most vehicles wouldn't dare touch. The Arocs 4163 packs a 15.6-liter inline-six engine, generating 625 horsepower and a monstrous 3,000 Nm torque. It's built for heavy-haul transport, often used for wind turbine components, construction machinery, and industrial loads weighing over 250 tons. But raw strength isn't what makes it unbeatable. It's precision and control. Mercedes equipped the Arocs with an advanced all-wheel drive system and its legendary PowerShift 3 transmission, allowing it to climb slopes and maneuver tight spaces without wheel slip or wasted energy. The truck senses the terrain and adjusts power distribution automatically. On the road, it feels surprisingly smooth. The steering is light, the transmission intelligent, and the cab quieter than many luxury cars. It's equipped with predictive gear shifting, adaptive cruise control, and downhill speed regulation, making even the toughest routes feel effortless. Inside, it's unmistakably Mercedes, premium materials, climate control, and a digital dashboard that feels like a luxury SUV's cockpit. Drivers enjoy long-haul comfort while commanding one of the most capable heavy-duty machines on Earth. Durability is another signature trait. The Arocs is built from reinforced steel, its drivetrain over-engineered to handle years of abuse. It's not uncommon to see Arocs trucks still running perfectly after a decade of hauling extreme loads. While American trucks often focus on raw engine size, the Mercedes-Benz Arocs 4163 proves that precision beats brute strength. It's a truck that thinks, adapts, and endures, the ultimate expression of European heavy-haul intelligence. When the job looks impossible, this truck doesn't ask how. It simply answers, "Watch me." For decades, America led the world in trucking power, but Europe evolved it. With trucks like the Scania S730, Volvo FH16, Mercedes Actros, and MAN TGX, Europe didn't just match America, it reinvented what trucks could be. These machines combine luxury, efficiency, intelligence, and endurance in ways that redefine the industry. They use less fuel, deliver more torque, protect drivers better, and last longer. In the 21st century, the war of the road isn't about chrome or noise. It's about technology, sustainability, and precision. And in that battle, Europe has already won. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.